Okay, yeah, today we're going to be looking at how to set price and charge our customers right, how to price our products. Product in this case is the garment that we are making. How do we set the price right and charge the clients? Okay, so in so many fashion groups, especially on Facebook, I see a lot of persons ask, oh, help me, how much should I charge for this dress? How much should I charge my clients? The truth of the matter is that no one is capable, no one is in that position to give you the exact amount you're to charge your clients. It's not possible. I cannot give you the exact right amount you should charge, and you cannot give me the exact right amount I should charge my clients because our circumstances differ, our location differ, our products differs, our abilities differ. Okay, the value we give differ, everything is different even though we are doing the same thing. So it's not possible for someone to just mention, okay, charge this, charge that, and you just go and tell your client this is how much I'm going to charge. You might be making a mistake. Okay, there are principles that we need to follow in order to charge right, to charge our clients the right way. Okay, so here we are for it. Let's get into it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Justice. On this channel we sit and talk fashion tips, fashion business tips, sewing tips, fashion lifestyle, and many more. Please consider subscribing and watch my video to the end to get the best part of it. One thing I'm going to tell you is to be confident when giving a price, but don't be in a hurry to give a price. Okay? Be confident, be in charge of the situation, be in control of whatever it is, whoever you're discussing with, but don't be in a hurry to give a price. Being confident will make you or make it possible that you don't give price instantly, no matter how urgent the customer or the client sounds. Okay, no matter how urgent it is, don't be in a hurry to give a price, especially now that things are not actually in order, especially now that prices of materials are no longer the same each day. Okay, they keep changing every passing time. So do not be in a hurry, maintain your confidence level normal, right? Now, the thing is that when a client sense that you're not confident in the price that you want to give, no matter the kind of value you're about to give, they will not be confident that you're going to deliver. So confidence in this case is very, very important before you begin to mention the price. So now that you're confident, you've told them that you're going to give the price, all you have to do is to relax, take a pen and paper, and begin your calculation. Of course, every tailor, every fashion designer should be able to do some kind of calculations. Just little mathematics and you're good to go. Okay, so what are you going to be calculating? First, number one thing you're going to do is to put together the style that you're going to be making. If you have a picture of it, look at it, analyze it, and understand the design, what and what is going into this dress. If your customer is having any alteration, what and what are you altering into the garment or into the dress? What are you removing? What are you adding? Once you're certain that this is what you're doing, the next thing is to know the right amount of materials and the prices you're going to be getting these materials to bring this garment to life. Okay, what are the things that you're going to be buying to produce this? We are not the one to tell you the things that you're going to be buying, but there are basic things that you need to make a dress. You need estée where it is possible if you're not making a boo. You need zipper, you need lining, you need thread. It depends on the style that you're making. Whatever it is that you're making that is directly going into the garment, you need to write it out. Make sure that you know their exact amounts. Okay, now do not forget your ticket to the market and back to your house. You're going to also put that as direct expenses. So once you've calculated everything that you're going to be buying directly for this garment, you have the price down. And then do not forget your indirect expenses. Those ones are the things that are going to enable you to produce this garment but are not directly seen. Things like the lights, you're paying for NEPA bills. If you're here in Nigeria, in other countries, I don't know what they call it, but you're paying for your utility bills, you're paying for water, okay, you're paying for your house rent or your shop rent, whatever other things that you're paying for, government levy and all that, that is not directly related to the dress, but are things that will enable you to produce this garment. You're going to have a percentage of them into this garment and calculate the cost. So basically, you have direct expenses and indirect expenses. So once you put these costs together, you are now at liberty. You're free to choose how much profit or workmanship, whatever you call it, that you're going to be charging your clients. No one is going to tell you this. You're the one to know how much stress, how much value you want to put into the garment, whatever it is that you're bringing to the table in this to produce this garment. You know how much it equals. You're going to charge that together. Okay, put them together. Now you put your expenses, direct and indirect costs, and then put your workmanship in place. Put the three of them together, and that is what you're going to be charging your client. So it's not always right to come to ask people that do not know where you're staying, people that don't know what you're going to be putting into the dress, and start asking them how much should you charge. These are just the principles that you're going to put in place in order to know how much you're going to charge for each of the garments that you are making. This is just one aspect of it. Okay, now another thing you could do is when you have your house rent, you have your NEPA bills or light bills, you have your machine maintenance, how much you could use to maintain your machine in a month, and stuff like that. You're going to have divide this into 30 days. Okay, your rent for the month, divide it into 30 days. Your light bill for the month, divide it into 30 days. Assuming you make clothes, one each clothes every day. Okay, whatever amount they give you, that is what you're going to add as your indirect cost into the production of the garment. If it exceeds 1 day, then you're also going to add that into the production of the garment to know how much you're going to be charging your clients, and then add, like I said, your workmanship or your profits or whatever it is that you call it, and that is how much you should be charging. I hope this makes sense. Now I'll give you another tip in order to know how much to charge your client. A second method you could use to know how much you're going to be charging your client is to look at what is obtainable in your locality. Here in Nigeria, a lot of workers charge per day, especially those who are into handwork or laborers and stuff like that. They charge per day. So you too can imbibe that method into your fashion business. Now, how this works is that you're going to look at the garments you're making and be sure exactly how long it's going to take you to produce this garment. If it is something that will take you just 1 day to produce, how much are you going to charge for a job you do in a day? How much is daily job or workmanship for a day? Some persons can charge, I don't want to mention an amount, so you don't say this is what I said you should charge. Just for an example, it could be 8,000. There are carpenters that charge 8,000 naira per day. There are those that charge 10,000 naira per day, depending on what it is that they are bringing or they are doing in the day job. So for someone who is sewing, you could know that this dress that I'm about to do, it's not going to exceed 1 day. So you can just decide that for your profit, for your workmanship, this is my day job for today. Okay. Now this day job does not include the expenses that you're going to be making in that dress. It is just for you and your handwork and the brain work that you're going to be doing, or the physical work that you're going to be doing in that dress. Okay, it does not include the expenses, the direct and indirect expenses that are going into this garment production. So once you have your expenses, direct and indirect, make sure you include everything that you're going to be buying. You're going to write it out, know the amount and calculate it separate, then add your day job. In the previous one, I said your workmanship could be whatever it is that you're happy to charge. Now, in this case, you could decide to do it as a day job. Now, this day job is kind of dicey because what someone somewhere can produce in a day, another person might use 2 3 days to produce it. Okay, so it's not the fault of the client or the customer that you're not able to meet up in 1 day. There are basically some clothes you see, and then you know that whoever it is, so long as the person is not just learning, whoever it is can produce it in a day. So it will be better you analyze such garments and know that it will not exceed 1 day. If anything happens and it exceeds 1 day, then it's not the fault of the client. It is your fault, and you don't need to charge for it. So, like I said, charging per day is kind of dicey. You need to know what you're able to do. Should you charge per day, or should you just assume that this is the amount that you're going to be comfortable with charging your client to produce this garment, aside the expenses that you're going to be incurring into that dress? Okay, so there could be other methods that could help you to charge your clients. But basically, these are basic methods that you can use to set your price right. I hope this helps you. Now, the benefit of writing out your expenses and then your from aside your workmanship or your profit is to help the customer know that you're out for business. Okay, and also let them know that all the money is not going into your pocket, because I think in those days many clients think that um, tailors are not supposed to earn money from what they do. The money they earn is from the expenses they're going to make. You're going to market, then you scramble out something from what you're buying to yourself. That is not how it should be. Okay, you're out for business, and your business needs to pay you. This is what you do daily. You don't have other businesses. Even if you do, this is the job that you do, and your job deserves that you be paid. Okay, so letting them know that aside the expenses that is going into this garment, which is for them, the garment is for them, so whatever expenses that is going into them, it's going to be from them. The work of putting the garment together is coming from you, it's coming from your expertise, and it needs to be paid for. So it gives a sense of balance and good reasoning that you deserve a payment. So I see a lot of tailors put things, just come up with any price, mention it, and the only amount they benefit is maybe buying stuff and then getting some little things from the change that comes out from what it is they are buying. Even those things have become so expensive today. At the end of the day, you see someone sewing and making profit of 1,000 naira. That is not even a profit. Okay, you're not doing any form of business. You're just an errand boy or errand girl for your customer, and it's not supposed to be like that. So differentiate it. This is the expenses, this is what is going into the job, this is what is coming to me for doing the job for you, right? So don't let anyone intimidate you that you're not supposed to have a different kind of charge from the expenses that you're going to be having or putting into the production of the garment. So let me know in the comment section, how do you charge your clients so that others can learn, okay? Even though we're not going to tell anybody exactly how much to charge, because our circumstances differ, our location differ, our expertise differ, or the value we give differ. So no one is in the right position to say exactly how much you're going to be charging for a particular garment. It is you that know when you've put the principles into use. My name is Justice. See you in my next video. Bye.